This is the best gym.
It's Collective Live!
Hey everybody! Thank you guys so much for joining us this week for Collective Live. We have an awesome show planned for you guys, but I hope that you're all doing well. This week, we're going to kick off our new series called The Ark, and we're going to examine the overall story arc of the Bible and how it all fits together. So I'm super glad to be with you guys, but let's go ahead and check out this week's video challenge.
Hey everyone, James here, coming to you live from my blanket fort. This week we challenged all of you to send us videos as if you were in a blanket fort, interviewing it as if it's MTV Cribs. Here were some of our favorites.
I'm Maria Kimson and welcome to my crib. And this is just the overview, and this is where we keep our guard dog so she can protect us. Okay, so this is our 1,000 square foot entrance right here. So yeah. Okay, so this is a bed in here. It's where my brother sleeps. This is another bed. So yeah, and this right here is the kitchen where we make our huge Thanksgiving dinners. So yeah, and in here is another room. As you can see, this is our very sturdy roof. And here is another room, and it is pitch black, and you can open it up if you want to get out. So yeah, and this is another entrance. So we have 7 bathrooms, and we have 10 bedrooms in here total, and it costed $2.5 billion. So yeah.
Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you my house. As you can see, it's quite big. Let's go. Right over here in this station, we have the Holy of Holies. Pretty religious house. Then right next to it, it's my dark corner. Doubles as a bed. Nice and dark. I could fall asleep here. Over here is my thinking chair. It's good to think in. But anyway, thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Maggie Turner, and welcome to my crib. So we got these gorgeous wooden gray, they are stained gray doors, and they're a sliding door. So come on. Okay, so first we have a mudroom. So we have shoes and we have my book bag. This is my kitchen. It's very beautiful. So here's our pantry. We have some snacks. And my family may know this about me. I love cooking eggs. I love cooking eggs. And everybody's like, green eggs and ham? No, it's blue eggs and ham. They're so good. Then it leads on right to the living room. So my dad spends most of his time here, and he's watching Tiger King right now.
Hey, Carol Baskins did it.
Yeah, so this is the living room, and when we come out and we go straight from the kitchen, this is my sister's bedroom where she spends all of her time.
Oh, hey there, didn't see you.
So that basically concludes my crib. I'm thankful that you guys got to see my house tour. Bye.
Those videos were awesome, and so for this week's challenge, we want you to send us videos of you getting grounded in the most unique way possible. Wait, no, that's not actually the challenge. The challenge for this week is you to send us in your crazy unique talents and skills that you have. So whether that's doing pull-ups while hula hooping, juggling eggs in your living room, whatever talent you think you have that no one else can do, we want to see that. We cannot wait to see your videos, so send them here because we are looking forward to having them on the show next week.
Each week, we pit our youth pastors in head-to-head competition for the battle for ultimate campus supremacy. Last week, you saw me beat James in a game of ultimate hide and seek. But today, we've got Jenna from Walnut Creek taking on Andrew from Bellevue South in a game of ultimate horse. Let's get it started.
We could be at this all day.
Jenna, just give up.
No chance.
Hashtag legend.
We gotta up the ante. Let's go.
So congratulations to Jenna, you are this week's champion and the official horse master of Collective. I don't know what that means. You can decide. We'll see you guys next week for our next Leader versus Leader challenge.
Well, today we are going to be talking over a new series, and what this series is going to cover, it is going to cover the whole arc story of the Bible. And what I mean by that is that we are going to take bits and pieces of the Bible and we're going to read through the whole Bible together. And so today we're going to be talking about creation. And personally, this is one of my favorite subjects to talk about and topics to just have an open conversation about, because there's so many things that God has done for us that just reflect His glory and reflect who He is. And so as you guys have probably heard and probably have read, it starts with, in the beginning, God created the blank. And in the beginning, God did create the sky, the light, the seas, the land, the animals, night and day, stars, and then He created us. And that was the last thing He created. And when He created us, He said, "It is great." And I think that is just a great testament of like, God created everything else, but when He created us, we were a step up and we were great. And today I want to look at a small little verse in Genesis 3:8. And this kind of explains, because I've talked with a lot of people and they said that like God is up here for creation and we're down here for creation. And in Genesis 3:8, if you guys want to flip there, it says this. It says, "Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day." Now this verse goes on to explain some other things, but in that small little verse there, we can see and we can read that after God got done creating everything, He took a day of rest. And then after that, His first motion towards us
was to walk in the garden with us. Isn't that just amazing? God created everything else. He could have done anything else that he wanted, but he wanted to walk with Adam and Eve in the garden and be in his creation. To me, this just shows me how much God cares. He's willing to create anything and everything, and yet he wants to walk with us because he cares for us and he loves us. Another thing to note is God did not create things just to create things. He created things with a purpose, and he created things with a plan in mind. And if you look out through Scripture and just look through the chapters and the books and the verses beyond, we can see that God gave us that plan to be caretakers of the earth and everything that he created. There's a section in the book of Matthew, and it's Matthew chapter 5. And after this message, or even in your small group, if you want to go and read that, I would encourage you guys to. It kind of lays out the plan of everything that Jesus was like, hey, I just got done creating everything here, and here's my plan for you guys. In Matthew chapter 5, it talks about how we take care of the earth. We are the caretakers for his people. We are salt and light of the earth, how to follow the law, loving our enemies, and it talks about prayer, the rewards and openness to his heart. And as I'm just thinking about this now too, the question of when was the last time we thought how well we are taking care of God's creation popped into my head. When was the last time that we thought how well we are taking care of God's creation? For me personally, there's been times where I have not treated God's creation rightly. And if God created people and I'm mistreating somebody else, therefore I'm mistreating God's creation. It's sad. And I think that we as humans have lost that touch of, hey, this table or this chairs or this person, this building, this rock, this mountain, it's God's creation. And he made it. We got to take care of it. Because honestly, we are truly blessed to have, just even to have the ability to go and see things and do things and just live in his creation. It's amazing. There's a other small little book here in the Bible, and it's called Leviticus. And in Leviticus, if you guys want to flip there, it's in chapter 25. There's a group of people here who follow everything that God had planned out for them almost perfectly. This is called the Year of Jubilee, and what I want to do for you is I want to read in chapter 25, verses 13 through 19. And then I'm going to explain it. Starting in verse 10, it says this: in this year of Jubilee, everyone is to return to their own property. If you sell any land of your own people or buy land from them, do not take advantage of each other. You are to buy from your own people on the basis of the number of years since the Jubilee, and they are to sell to you on the basis of the number of years left for harvesting crops. When the years are many, you are to increase the price, and when the years are few, you are to decrease the price. Because what is really being sold to you is the number of crops. Do not take advantage of each other, but fear your God. I am the Lord your God. Follow my decrees and carefully obey my laws, and you will live safely in the land. Then the land will yield its fruits, and you will eat your fill and live there in safety. And so with these people, we're seeing that God created everything. And they're like, hey, we got to take care of this. We're going to take care of our fields. But also, they're going to take care of each other. And so after a period of time, what happens is they all sell their land back to the original owner. And if they want to buy it again, they can buy it again. But they're fair and they're honest with it. These people are not only taking care of what God created, but they're also loving each other through this process. And that's exactly what God has called us to do, is to love his creation, love him, and love the people that he created, no matter who they are. I know that's not easy, but in reality, if we're called to follow God's command, that's what we got to do, is love those who are hard to love. We are created with a purpose, and taking care of what God has given us is vital. I don't know about you guys, but God's creation is breathtaking to me. This last summer, I worked for an organization called CIY. Some of you guys may be familiar with it, some of you may not be. And during our trip for CIY, one of the things that was so incredibly cool was when we were traveling from one location to the next, we had time to stop and view God's creation. So on the screen here, there's going to be some photos of the Grand Canyon that I went and visited. And honestly, when I first saw the Grand Canyon, it looked fake to me. I was like, there's no way that this is real. But then as I sat down on that rock and let my feet dangle over the edge, I could just feel God's presence just wrap around me and said, hey, this is for you. You're going to take care of this. This is my creation that I have created for you to enjoy in my presence. Another photo that's going to be popping up on the screen is a time when I was in Oregon. This was our last move event. And before we started it, we had time to go to the Golden Gate Bridge and just view this ocean. And for me, when I saw this, there was this overwhelming peace that just came on top of me. It's breathtaking. We are fortunate to live in a time where we get to live in God's creation freely. We didn't have to pay a price. We didn't have to do this. We didn't have to do that in order to be able to live in here. God said, hey, I love you so much that I'm going to bless you with my entire creation, and it's going to be yours to take care of. That's just amazing to think about it. And just to realize, like, wow, maybe I really do need to take care of better of my things that I have, or maybe I really do need to pay more attention to the people in my life because those are creations of God. So let's look at this question again. How are we together going to take care of God's creation? God, we thank you for everything that you have done for us. God, we thank you for creating us. God, we thank you for the creation that you have bestowed upon us and the creation that we get to view freely and enjoy in your presence. God, there's nothing greater than seeing your creation being played out in our lives. And God, just being able to interact with other people and in your creation and just sit in awe of what you have created for us. God, thank you for the responsibility that you have given us to take care of your creation. It's a big responsibility. And God, we are honored that you entrust us with that. Father, today I just pray that we can just take care of your creation, take care of your people, and take care of everything that you have entrusted with us with. God, we love you and we thank you for everything that you've done. In your name you pray. Amen.
Tired of endless walking, not knowing which way to go. I collapsed on a street called Mercy. I was found in you, throwing your arms around me. You held me like I was yours, like you'd been there the whole time. was found in you.
You were all I want. You were all I need. Every breath I take is a breath to say I am yours now forever. You were all I want. You were all I need. Every breath I take is a breath to say I am yours now forever.
Wrapped up in scarlet kindness, you welcome the sinner home. Now I breathe in the air of heaven. All I want is you. Keep me within your shadow. Lord, tether my heart to yours. I want nothing without your presence. All I want is you.
You were all I want. You were all I need. Every breath I take is a breath to say I am yours now forever. You were all I want. You were all I need. Every breath I take is a breath to say I am yours now forever.
I'm yours now forever.
You were all I want. You were all I need. Every breath I take is a breath to say I am yours now forever. You were all I want. You were all I need. Every breath I take is a breath to say I am yours now forever. You were all I want. You were all I need. Every breath I take is a breath to say I am yours now forever.
Hey everybody, thanks again for joining us tonight. It was so good to be with you, and I'm super thankful for Matthias's message about creation and how God calls us to care for it deeply. So, next week we're going to point you guys to our video challenge. Don't forget to send in your most unique human skills. So can you throw a football over them mountains? Can you jump a moped scooter over a public swimming pool? Because I can do both of those things, but I want to see you guys do stuff like that. So don't forget, take a video of you doing your most unique human skill and send them to Matthias, or tag them on Instagram, or post them on Instagram and then tag us so that we can see them, and we'll get them uploaded into next week's episode. Tonight, as we transition into small groups, I want you guys to check out the description of this video. There's a Zoom call link for every single campus, and if you don't know which campus to click on any of them, and we'll get you into the right one, I promise. So once you click on that link, you'll join your Zoom call, and your youth pastor will be there to meet you and guide you. We'll see you there. I hate filming videos. Go to group, the link, it's in the description, I promise. I'm not lying to you. Go. Davin, dude, I see you in the chat. Go to group. I'm getting it ready. I'm gonna be there. Get out. Go to group. Seriously. Click on the link. Your campus. I promise somebody will be there. Go to group. All right, go to group.